Hello everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh chat channel, and today I'm just going to have an update on the meta and what I've seen in the Yu-Gi-Oh community over the last month. I do these updates about once a month. I think I did last one I did is like the week after we knew the TCG ban list um, that raped my deck. Raped all of our decks, I think, in a way. But what do I see going on right now? I see Bujin's kind of having problems right now. First off, I'll start with that. Uh, Bujin's was supposed to be a good top tier deck this format. I think decks like Spellbooks and E-Dragon Plants are just too fast for Bujin's, and they can be easily sided. Bujin's can be easily sided, for against a match like Light Imprisoning Mirror, and the fact that you only have to rely upon one card Yamato, and if you get Yamato off the board, or if you Fiendish Chain Yamato, there's not much they can do really, and it's very hard for them to search Yamato. They have to draw Yamato. Now, granted, the Black Garden Bujins are actually very good, I think, but I don't think they're going to be really good till some more support comes out. They will not be top tier. I think they'll be a mid-level 2-tier deck, but I think they're going to be good in the future though. Also, people are hopping on the Noble Knight bandwagon. People say Noble Knights are going to be the next broken deck out there. I don't know. I want to say they are. I want to say they are because I like them. I like the archetype. I wanted to invest in them, but I didn't want to play $22 for 3 cards. um, unless he gets a reprint, then I'll go after build a Noble Knight deck eventually, because that's fine. But you know which one I'm talking. I can't remember his name. Agamus. I'm sorry. I just like because it's a history. It's based off the Knights of the Round Table and stuff like that. So I may build the deck eventually. Um, it depends. What happens? That probably be the next deck I build after I finish my gadgets and sectors. He love chain. But whatever. People are also talking about what's going to be the next 10s. We also know that Cyber Dragons are getting their own structure deck. I heard that. I was happy. If you guys don't know, I actually used to play a Cyber Dragon deck back in the day when Cyber Dragon, before he was hit to 1. That's how broken Cyber Dragon was originally. Is he going to be good? I don't know. It depends if Transmogrify is in the deck. People say, well, it's not going to be in the deck because that's what they did with Max C. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I don't know. That's, Konami has a thing of dangling something good in front of us and then stealing it away many, many times, People are also talking about the new Ghost Trick support. The thing I want to talk about is the new Gravekeeper support, though. People are talking about the new Bujin support, too, and the new yugioh support and stuff like that. But I want to talk about right now is the new Gravekeeper support. What do I think of this new Gravekeeper? He has good effects. If you know what I'm talking about, I think the best effect he has is the one that he can, pretty much just, make all your opponent's monsters on the field become 2,000. Now, thing I don't like about this Gravekeeper, I'm hoping that they're gonna come up with some more Gravekeeper stuff in this set. Vanity, I can't remember what it's called. Vanity's Return, I think it is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I hope that they come up with some more support in this set for Gravekeepers because I want to see what they're going to do. Because if it's just this one Gravekeeper and this is supposed to be our new boss monster, I'm kind of cringing in a way. I mean, I don't know. I've thought about what I would do with him. I'd probably play one of him. He's okay. He's good, but I'm just like kind of like. I wish he would have been like a little bit more attack. I know with Necro Valley he's a 25 beater, but still, I don't know. I'm just happy there's Gravekeeper support though. I will admit that. I'm not upset. I'm just like, wish it could be a little bit better. So if they come out with more Gravekeeper support, then I'll be like, okay, I see where you're going with this, Konami. I'll try it out. But we'll have to wait and see, right? Other things to note. The meta is not a set 5 format. Though people are setting more traps than that because people are not worried about Heavy Storm. This is true. Traps may not be good, but people are setting a lot of traps. Not everybody's going to run a deep prison because some people say deep prison is just like, yeah. Some people run deep prison, some people run Smashing Ground. Some people run more Fiendish Chain because Fiendish Chain is really a good trap card this format. It stops those first one power plays. So if they're trying to make Shien, you know, they go Kogeki, you go Phoenix Chain on Kogeki. What are they going to do? They can't make Shien. And you may have just destroyed 6 Samurais. But decks like 6 Samurais are not dead. Decks like Dark World are not dead. Decks like Gravekeepers are still very much prevalent because they still have Necro Valley. Granted, Void Tribute was a nice card, but ever since it got hit to 2, I was like, never a big, huge fan of it because it was hard. You know, it could be very, very much a dead draw. Decks like, you know, all those good decks that got hit, they're still very valid. Gadgets are still a really valid deck. They're always a good valid deck in any format, I guess we could say. But yeah, I mean, there's no really bad deck out there. Yes, E-Dragons and Prophecy are the kings of the roost again, you know, as best decks. But you've seen things like Blackwings and Dragoonides and other stuff pop up here, and Yugioh and all this lovely jazz. And I think it's still a chance for other decks to shine if piloted. That's the key thing. If they're piloted properly. That Blackwing player was a good player. It wasn't the deck that made the player. It was the player that made the deck. Because he was that good at piloting Blackwings. He knew what he was doing. A lot of times, like last format, if we want to take a look back, it's usually, I may make a segment about this, just hint, hint. It was the deck that made the player. E-Dragons were so busted that the deck made the player. Spellbooks were so busted, they made the player. This format, spellbooks are more, you know, you have to play more, you know, you have to think before you act. You can't just go Judgment Day and do all these crazy things. But they are still kind of broken. But they're not, no, they're like what they originally were before Judgment Day. So I have nothing against them. I just feel like, the card I'm most specifically pointing the finger at is Spellbook Tower. That's the only card I have a problem with. I just want to see it get limited in some degree because it's really annoying, especially if you're running a field spell card like Gravekeepers, Necro Valley, Tower. Do you understand where I'm coming from? For E-Dragons, well, plants are back, but E-Dragons are nowhere near as broken as they were last format. I played a Gravekeeper deck against an E-Dragon Plant Dragon deck, and it literally stopped him. I put Iron Imperial Wall in the deck because I knew he was going to do that in the match, and it just stopped him. Cold. He couldn't do anything. So, I mean, I've done that against multiple Plant Dragon decks. I'll side it in the match. Oh, you want to do that? Here's Gravekeepers. You know, Necro Valley says shut you down. Okay. Oh, also, I'll put Iron Imperial Wall in the deck. Have fun dealing with that. Now you can't thin through your deck so much. You can't do these broken, you know, synchro plays that much. So, I mean, but the thing is also, and this is one thing I'm noticing about this format more than others. It was kind of starting off last format and formats before, but first turn play is becoming a big part of the game more and more each format. I'm noticing this format too because you can set so much back row. Your opponent's got to fight through the back row. So, you know, last format was kind of true too, but that was only with 2 decks. With all these decks floating around now, pretty much any good deck can be played this format. From Infernities to, I don't know if Glad Beast are good. I mean, I think they're good in my opinion, but just about any deck can play right now. And have fun with this meta. It's very fun. And in a way, I kind of wish it was the OCG. I wish we had some of our staples back, but I look at it and I'm like, that's cool and all. Also, guys, I wanted to let you know that next week I will be posting the Blue Eyes Structure deck. I'm not very pleased with what I'm seeing online of Blue Eyes decks. I'm very disappointed. I've been playtesting mine. It's not perfect. I'm still working out some kinks and everything, learning about the timings of all the cards and everything. Just basic stuff like that. But I should have it uploaded by Monday. So Monday, guys, you will be having a Blue Eyes deck so you can look at and scrutinize if you want to from Seto Kaiba. But it's a fun deck. It abuses Blue Eyes like a crazy man on crack cocaine. That's what the deck. That's what this structure deck over here was meant to do. But next time, everybody, take care. Have fun out there. Seto Kaiba. I'm out of here, guys. Adios.